Welcome to today's video on mastering your permit technician interview. If you're gearing up for this exciting role, you're in the right place. We're here to guide you through some common interview questions and how to tackle them with confidence. Let's dive right into our first question. Can you think of a time when you worked with a team on a permit application? What was your role and contribution to the team's success? This question is designed to see how well you work with others and the specific role you play in a team setting. Here are some tips to help you structure your response. Pick a specific project where teamwork was key. Make sure to outline your role and duties clearly. Showcase how your efforts helped the team achieve its goal. Discuss any challenges and how you collectively overcame them. Finish with what the team accomplished and your personal takeaway. Now, let's look at a sample answer to bring this to life.
At my last job, our team needed to submit a building permit for a new community center. I was in charge of coordinating the application process, making sure all documents were ready on time. Despite tight deadlines, I organized regular check-ins which helped us submit ahead of schedule, much to the city planner's delight.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for permit technician. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Can you share a time when you had to deal with a difficult client over a permit issue? How did you handle it? This question is about your conflict resolution skills and how you manage challenging situations. Here are some strategies to help you answer effectively. Select a specific incident that highlights your skills. Explain the client's concern clearly and specifically. Detail the steps you took to address the issue. Highlight the importance of communication and empathy in your approach. End with the positive outcome or resolution. Let's consider an example to get a clearer picture.
In a past role, a contractor was upset about a permit delay. I listened carefully, promised to look into it, and contacted the right department to expedite the process. Through regular updates, we got the permit approved, and the contractor appreciated my support.
Think of a time when you had several permit applications to process at once. How did you decide what to tackle first? This is all about your time management skills and ability to prioritize tasks. Here are some tips to help you answer this question. Identify the number and types of applications. Assess deadlines and urgency for each application. Communicate with applicants to manage expectations. Use a checklist or software tools to keep track. Focus on quicker approvals first, if possible. Here's an example to show how you might respond.
In my previous job, I processed 5 permits simultaneously. I prioritized them by deadline, reached out to applicants for missing information, and used a tracking system to stay on top of tasks.
Imagine a contractor submits a permit application that's missing information. What steps would you take to address this? This question tests your problem-solving skills and attention to detail. These steps will help you craft a complete answer. Review the application thoroughly to identify what's missing. Contact the contractor directly to clarify what's needed. Provide a clear list of required documents or details. Set a deadline for submitting the additional information. Keep a record of the communication for follow-up. Let's look at an example to help illustrate this.
First, I'd review the application to see what was missing. Then, I'd reach out to the contractor to explain what's needed, provide a list of missing documents, and set a deadline to keep things on track.
How would you handle a situation where an applicant is frustrated with the permit approval process? What strategies would you use to assist them? This question checks your customer service skills and ability to empathize with upset clients. Consider these tips when forming your response. Listen to the applicant's concerns fully without interruption. Empathize with their feelings and acknowledge their frustration. Provide clear information about the permit process and any specific delays. Offer solutions or alternatives if applicable. Follow up to ensure their concerns are addressed. Now, Let's go over an example to put this into context.
I would start by listening carefully to the applicant's concerns, showing empathy. Then I'd explain the permit process and any delays, offer to follow up on their status, and see if we could expedite their request.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.